This is the Wat Saket temple. Its original name is very long, so we're keeping it at Wat Saket for the duration of this video. The history of this Buddhist temple goes back to the Ayutthaya era and is said to have been founded in the year 1467, with many adaptations and expansions over the centuries. During the reign of King Rama I from 1737 to 1809, he renovated the complex and gave it its current name. A loose translation of Wat Saket is wash hair, which sounds a bit strange for the name of a temple. The story about that is that the king washed his hair here before he entered the inner city of Bangkok. It was King Rama III, grandson of King Rama I, that ordered the construction of the huge stupa here, as everything you see is man-made. There was no hill here, it was constructed here. The first attempt to build it failed, and the project was abandoned for decades, with erosion causing a more natural hill-like shape. It was King Rama IV that made another attempt, this time more modest of size. It still took another generation to get the stupa completed. The concrete walls were constructed in the 1940s to prevent further erosion. On the way to the top, Buddhist visitors make prayers. Please have respect for worshippers and make sure you're not in their way. Once you have made it to the main level, you are just below the main stupa. This area has a lot of statues where people pray at, but the space also offers wide views over parts of Bangkok, as the temple is located in the old part of town where you don't find many skyscrapers or high-rise structures. Outside a lot of places to pray, there are also little booths where you can buy incense and other little things you need for your prayers. When buying these, you're basically making a donation to the temple as well. Directly below the main stupa is this space with 4 sitting Buddha statues covered in gold leaf. Those praying walk around all 4 of them, and some stake a piece of gold leaf to the statues as well. Once again, it is an active place of worship. Please respect those praying here.
There are some people praying here, so I'm not going to disturb them.
It's in this general location that some of Buddha's teeth are buried. They were a gift from the British government to King Rama V after their discovery in Sri Lanka. This story has a large said-to-be level, so it might be that the actual facts differ from this story. It's time to get to the actual stupa, as that's what you really wanted to see, right? Just a few more steps though. And be careful not to bump your head, it's not made for big humans. The Golden Mount itself is named Pu Khao Tong and is the most visible part of the entire complex, which draws in tourists from across the world. Make sure to also visit the other parts of the complex once you've made your selfies at the stupa at the top to get a better understanding of how big this temple actually is. I'm using the word stupa to describe the actual gold-covered structure at the top, where you can most likely also refer to it as pagoda. A pagoda, however, is a structure that you can enter, where a stupa is closed. This structure can't be entered as it's not hollow, so technically it's a stupa. You can get under this one though, as you saw earlier. You can do pretty much as you please up here, as long as you respect others. As we're out in the open, the breeze here is stronger. But on clear, blue sky days like today, you might want to find a place in the shade and use enough sunscreen. These little bells with a sheet of gold leaf can be purchased here to be used for prayers. You can leave the little bell behind here as well after you have written your wish on the card attached to it. Once you think you have spent enough time up here, it's time to walk down along all those steps again. There's more to see downstairs, so make sure not to skip that part and run to the little cafe across the street for an iced coffee just yet. And oh yeah, the bells are still here. Make sure to use them, you never know. This is also the location where you can take the steeper and more narrow stairs down. Don't follow the main stairs or you will miss the vultures. These vultures are waiting for dead bodies to be thrown out in the open here. It was at this location that some of the dead of a cholera epidemic that was imported from Penang to Bangkok in 1820 had to be cremated. Too many people died suddenly, so not all bodies were cremated in a timely manner. The cholera epidemic returned regularly with its peak year in 1841 and the last large outbreak only in 1881. This area of the temple complex is a grim reminder that this location was also used as graveyard for those that passed away because of the seemingly never-ending waves of cholera that hit the city. There's not too much to see here, but the vulture statues with the children near it probably make you think that the past wasn't the best time to be alive, right? On our way to the cave where a replica of the Bamiyan Buddha is located, we walk past yet another little shrine here. What you are seeing here might look familiar, as it's a replica of the Buddha statues of Bamiyan in Afghanistan that were destroyed by the Taliban in 2001. Outside this one replica, you can actually view original pieces of manuscripts from the Bamiyan area that were donated to this little museum. This place, to me, is more of a reminder of how difficult it is for certain people to respect other people. The Bamiyan Buddhas were of course world famous because they were massive hand-carved statues, but they were once built because they were creating a place of worship in the first place. That international fame came many centuries later. And with that little throwback in time, my visit here has come to an end. I hope you liked it, thank you for watching and see you soon.